Bonjour, and welcome back to rebuilding my first Minecraft world, where I've been warped back in time to 1.6 with a challenge to rebuild my first Minecraft world with the limited block palette I had when I was a noob, to test my skills. And today, I'll be continuing the rest of the beginning of the end desert, starting with this survival base structure. So I saw someone's survival base in a video and they had a really cool farming area with a tower at the end. So then I built the tower and then I built the whole base. Well, the farming area at least. So you got the melon farm, a crafting and smelting area, the tree farm, though this one will never grow. And then you have the wheat farm because they built it before potatoes and carrots. The cocoa bean farm. And the brewery. Okay, so I think this was actually just the sugarcane farm and not a random pool of desert water I found. So there's only 15 desert pools, but that's still a lot. And then you have the sort of tower at the end. Although it feels more like a town hall. So I think I'll shed the whole survival base thing and actually make it like a little shopping centre with like stores everywhere, selling their goods, which will be of the respective farms. And then you'll just have like the town hall or community space up here. Well, let's build. So I use the same block palette, but I want to try and introduce some different wood types. I'll keep the path mostly the same. Ordered or random? I'm actually not sure. Making the brewery. Hey, that actually looks pretty cool. Turning that wheat field into a shop. Not too bad, not too bad. Now for the melon shop. Now, it's not too bad, I just sort of feel like it needs something else. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing it. Doing the tree and plant shop. Now, it feels a bit neat, but it is also a shop, so maybe that actually makes sense. Creating the workshop. The inside is pretty good, but the outside, no. So there was a pool of water here, but now there's no pool of water, so I'm not really too sure what to do. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Working on the cocoa bean shop. So I had that in the original. Not sure if I'll keep it. Now, how do I get a villager to stay in there without it looking trashy? Editing Diamond Dog here. It's not that bad, but it did look better without the fences. Actually, that's not too bad. So I feel like the place would also top as a bakery because, I mean, just selling cocoa beans seems a bit weird. But they are in cookies, and cookies equal bakery. And that's the bakery done. I did use birch leaves, but that's because they don't look dead in the desert. I think it actually turned out pretty good, and I even put the creeper heads as a reference to the original. I don't know why they were there, but they were there, so I put them in. Why do these guys always decide to hide when I pull out a camera? I know it's different, but I don't know if it's actually good. So I ended up building a library here. Because knowledge. But it turned out really cool. Now to work on the town hall. Now I wanted to have another brick fence chandelier, but the problem is you can barely even see it. Well, that's gone. I just have this lighting. So I want the roof to curve at the sides, just to make it more interesting. Alright, the curve is cool, but the rest of it, no. Getting there. Well, it's definitely better, but I don't know. Oh, it's definitely an interesting looking place. Well, that's this place done. So you have many lovely shops to choose from and the very odd looking town hall. So you got the blacksmith and workshop, the melon shop, the wheat shop where you can buy some wheat to bake maybe or something. I don't know, but this place sells it. Hey. The tree shop with an inbuilt tree. Very nice. Then the nice quaint cocoa bean bakery with the villager that refuses to serve you. Then you have the very nice bookshop and library. And then over here you have the brewery with the villager who's in the corner of the drinks. Fantastic. And then up on the hill you have this very interesting town hall where you can rent it out and do something in it. I don't know if I'm entirely happy with it. It probably still needs a few more finishing touches, but right now this is how it's going to stay. Actually, wait. I don't know if that's better or not. I'll deal with it later. It is a little bit odd from the top, I will admit that. Whoops, forgot the villagers. Oh, not one of these again. No! Is it like a pattern to how these guys spawn in? Because I swear it'll always be like 2 of these guys in a row. Anyway, so for stage 2, what I'm going to do is build a village around the place. So put a few houses here, maybe like 2 streets or something. 2 streets on either side. Just these like little pod houses. And then this will be their town centre. Sort of maybe a new subdivision. City expansion to the desert. And I'll probably add some extra shops too. Next project, the lava water lighthouse of this area. Now I think every Minecraft player has built one of these lava water sculptures at one point in time. Because, I mean, they're sort of cool, hey? Yeah, I know I saw someone else's build. I'm like, oh yeah, I should make one of my own. Not that they looked anything like each other, but I was inspired off someone. However, this time, instead of having this awkward diamond, I feel like I'm a lot better at building. So I'm thinking of actually having this. So the cool lava dragon surrounding an ender eye. It makes sense considering this place has the end portal. So we're building it over here. That's good. That's not. That's better. Experimenting with a smaller ender eye. It looks a bit small compared to everything else, so I might buff it up a bit. So I made the dragon and the ender eye bigger, and it actually looks really cool. And it looks really cool at night. Alright, the glass kind of sucks, but unfortunately stained glass didn't exist yet. It's just gonna have to do. Just follow the light of the dragon home. Next project. Oh, this spawned in a very interesting location. So if this isn't a water pool, is it like a river biome or something? Nope. It's a desert hills? Alright, yep, sure. Fair enough. So over here is the Fix Up a Village project, where I found a village and added a few extra buildings. A butcher, some extra farms, a blacksmith, a church, and just a little extra house. Plus I also actually put in some streetlights because for some reason villages severely lacked any form of light before. So I fixed it. I even changed the pumpkins to jack-o'-lanterns for extra light. And I also planted some out-of-place jungle trees. And then put a cobblestone wall around the whole village. So I don't know if I just randomly did this or I actually saw Co-Star fixing up his village. So I thought, yeah, let's do that too. So doing a stage 1 and a stage 2 for this project is kind of an interesting thought because technically Fix Up a Village is the entire project. So where's the sort of cutoff between fixing it up from what I wanted as a noob and fixing it up to what I want now? So I feel like that would translate to adding extra buildings that you would normally find in a village to this village. And also like adding extra farms and a proper path and streetlights. Whereas stage 2 would be adding extra stuff that I would want to put in the village to make it look cooler. I'll also make these pixel at the entrance to the village. So yeah, let's build. Ah, the old oceans with no gravel. Oh, how long ago. That is a very interesting looking like ridge or whatever that is. Very unusual. Oh, this is kind of cool. Very nice. So even back then there was some interesting things. This is a really nice little cove. This mod really does have a lot of these little basins, hey. I remember when I found this village, I was super excited and I instantly put down a torch because at that time I thought that chunks, if you didn't place a torch or do anything to alter them, they would despawn and then respawn as something else. So of course I didn't want that to happen. Oh, these places really do spawn very weirdly. I mean, look at this. No. I love how this original village has 2 libraries right next to each other. And for some reason, libraries don't really have that many books. Then you got the big house with no entryway. And then you have 5 other little houses. And 2 farms. Quite boring, which is why I then tried to fix it. And I'll start by fixing this atrocious path. The path is done. However, this house is blocking the path, so I'm going to copy and paste it back a bit. Nice. Now for the buildings. And we're here. So, time to grab some buildings. The blacksmith's in. And the butcher is in. It's not that I don't like building, it's just sometimes I don't have to. But why are these places so dark? Like, seriously. Why? Why is there a grass in here exactly? Just why? Nice, nice. Done. 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 I didn't intend for there to be a horse in here. But hey, that works. Another one. Why do these houses not have doors? That's a little bit weird. Done. Done. Another one done. Another one done. More. Done. 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 And done. And now for some farms. Farm installed. Another farm done. Big farm. Farm. And farm. Now I was going to put a retaining wall here into a stage 2, but it's going to look weird without it. So I built this retaining wall, but I don't like the cobble. It's too close to the path. So I'm just going to replace it with stone. Nice. Now for the street lights. Honestly, one thing I really don't get is why is the black wool for street lights? Like, it's the most obscure block that could have been chosen. Like, why isn't it not like a wood log or something? Seriously. Now what if I use that instead of having that? I feel like that looks a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just going to move this down a block. That's better. Texturing the path. So I put in the street lights, but I don't know if that really looks that great. Oh, it's a bit chaotic. Alright, editing Diamond Dog here. So I've got this issue that when I build something and I look at it directly after, I'll think it looks terrible. And I'll generally record a clip saying I don't like it. But then if I come back after a day, I'll be like, you know, that's actually not too bad. But I've had to edit out quite a few of these clips, honestly. So, I'll build the wall now. They need protection from the desert. Yeah, that seems like a good fence line. Just experimenting with some wall styles. No, the oak wood's just too bright. The spruce wood is nice though, but that's too tall. I think that one's a lot better. I think 4 blocks in between these spikes, stakes, whatever, actually looks a lot better than 3. And maybe even the stone brick, or maybe a combination of cobblestone and stone brick. The cobble's a little bit too messy, but I like the lights though. The word is post, okay? It's post, it's fence post, I think. A significant amount of time later, well, that's the wall done. Now it's actually covering a bit of a different area to the other wall. It's a lot thinner on these sides and longer on this side, but you know what? That's fine. Now I would admit it's a little bit plain. It looks like it needs something up here, but it's kind of more of a wall that's supposed to be very much functional rather than necessarily pretty. So I'll keep it like this for now. A cool nighttime shot. So this lighting or this lighting. I don't like it when the fences do that, but that's a little bit plain. Oh, decisions. There are so many horses in this area. Like, seriously. And some of them have gotten trapped. You know what, that'll work. Now, there were 2 jungle trees in the far corners of the village. Now, those are boring, so I'm actually going to make some large custom trees. So I have the tree roots look like they've busted through the wall. Make it interesting. How to have the look of a full tree without having the lag of 1,000 leaves. That's that tree done. And it looks nice. I also did the other tree, which looks really cool. And here at the back, it has completely destroyed the wall. Yeah, I had to fix the leaves. I wasn't happy with it. Alright, this wall part feels a bit boring. So I'm going to try some nether brick. Yeah, I feel like that weird crimson purple tinge just doesn't work. Why is there a single potato in the wheat field? Now for the pixel art. So I like the pixel art, but I don't like the way it overlaps at the top. But I can't move it closer without ruining the entrance. So I need to do some experiments. That's better. Nice. I'm not really liking this or this. Now what if I did this? I don't know if I like that either. Why am I so fussy? Alright, I'm just going to leave it like this for now because I really don't know what I'm going to do. Dark oak slabs would be so perfect, but they don't exist yet. Well, that's the village done. You can come up here to the blacksmith and take the loop around the village. There's even a smaller area down here. Lovely. Well, that's stage 1 of the fixed up village done. So for stage 2, I'll be dressing it up a little bit, adding some benches, flower boxes and custom trees. Even a pool for the villagers to swim in. Just little additions to make it nice. Now what if I call this place Ender Eye? But I need a better Ender Eye. You know, that actually looks pretty cool. Perfect. Time to make the path. Now does it really make sense to have one of these cobblestone gravel paths through the desert? Yeah, probably not. But it's what I'm gonna do. Still going. Takes a long time. Roughing it up. So I need to light the area, but choosing a light's more difficult. That's too basic. That I just don't like. I don't really like that one either. That one feels like every other area. That one is too low. That just doesn't look right. That's just weird. That one's not too bad, but I don't like the log. That just looks bad. Now, I strangely don't like this one, even though I want to. It just, something's off about it. And I don't know what. Oh, decisions. I'll come back later. So there's this place. I'd like to call it the fishing shack because that's what I've been referring to it as. But I'm not actually sure it is one. But I've got zero recollection of anything to do with it. So let's just explore it and call it the fishing shack. So inside we have a lovely lounge room with some decorations. So I commend my noob self for that. Upstairs we actually have different coloured stairs. Not a different coloured floor, just odd stairs. And you have a table and chairs and furnaces. So I'm going to assume this is the kitchen. Yep, it's the kitchen with a cookie. Then upstairs you have a bedroom with your dog. You have some very nice indoor plants and a balcony. Very nice. And you also have a second entry and exit. That's not actual stairs, just full blocks. Yeah, this side really doesn't look good. And you also have the pig that you can ride. Yeah, you remember you can actually ride them? And you also have this light. But at least the roof has some details. Well, let's rebuild. Okay. So I'll use the same blocks as last time, except I want to add some details with hoppers or something of a darker colour to make it look a bit more rough. You know, the jungle wood sort of does give the impression of a mossy wood. Although you got to do something about this side. You know, just thinking, Minecraft doesn't actually have salt water. It's just all fresh water. Like even if you go out into the middle of the ocean, it's still fresh water. I wonder what our planet would be like without salt water. This is Gerald. He wanted to buy the house with the fishing wharf, but it was too expensive. But when he finally got enough emeralds together, someone else had already brought it. And then he thought, well, screw it, and built a house for himself. But Gerald really isn't a builder. So this is the fishing shack. So over here we have the boat to get to the other side. And then we have Gerald's house. You come inside, there's a little utilities area. You have a Gerald. You have the lounge room. You have some of Gerald's catches up here. He really likes fish. Then you can come upstairs. And there's your kitchen. Lovely table and chairs. Not so lovely kitchen, but that's fine. Gerald's fine with that. Then upstairs we have the bedroom. We have an odd array of doors, but that's how Gerald built it. You have the dog. Outside you have a little balcony with a table and chair. Lovely. Then you can go through here and go down the stairs to the work area. which is quite messy. Very messy. But hey, he's still got his pig, so that's a bonus. That is actually from the sugarcane up above. I just felt like it would be cool to have some like running water or something. But yeah, this is Gerald's place. He's got a light and he's got his fishing area. The whole reason he built this house. Honestly, I love this place. I love all its chaos and weird, nonsensical details. It was a fun build. And I think Gerald likes it too. Hey? Next project. Now to uncover the end portal, which is in a very inconvenient place now. Whoa! Wait a second. This looks different. There used to be a terribly spawned mineshaft here, but now there's not. Okay, so some things have changed since 1.3. Anyway, let's explore. Boring little room. Dead end little room. Ooh! Oh. Ooh, the library. You know, it'd be cool if there were written books in this place. Like some kind of Minecraft story. Ooh. Wait. Okay, those were natural. Yeah, this place is actually really intact. Like before it was just completely destroyed in the other world. So they've clearly changed some stuff. Although there are still these dead ends. What, did they just stop building the place or something? That's what it looks like. Ooh. Yeah? Not? Okay. Oh. Now what was through this door? Nothing. Up here? A chest? Well, it's sort of useful. Alright. So it wasn't just nothing. Alright, that's nothing up there. Ooh, a fountain. How convenient. Oh, okay, the dungeons. And a chest. Food, brilliant. More dungeons. Ooh, more chests. Fantastic. More dungeons. Hey, chest. Ooh, that's actually really good. Mine. More dungeons! Yeah! Okay, sure. Fair enough. Ooh. 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 Alright, it's a bit destroyed down here. Ooh. Nice. Another library. Yeah. What? Oh. Cool. Interesting. Wait a second. Oh, whoa. Hey, double dungeon. Alright. Big place. But yeah, no mineshaft. Because yeah, see, this one has a full mineshaft running through it. A massive mineshaft too. I will fight the dragon eventually, but I'll do that right at the very end. I tried making a dragon, I tried making an ender eye, but it was just too smushed against the wall. So I did this weird thing. It's just essentially a covering so then you can come and look at the end portal. One block back and it would have been fine, but she didn't calculate before installing a city. You know, I might do this light after all. Well, that's all the lights installed. So that's stage 1 of the beginning of the end desert done. So for stage 2, I'll build the town over here, and I'll also add some pyramids probably over here. Make it feel like there was some more ancient relics to this desert. I'll probably also do some more end related stuff as well. Story time. You have Lone Wolf City, a town built near the pyramids so they'd have somewhere to stay while they explored the ancient relics. They also then fortified it with a wall when the mobs got too annoying. You got the Dragon Lighthouse, a beacon to anybody sailing this ocean. You have Gerald's Shack, because Spawn City is too expensive, but yet he's still close enough to order takeout. You have Existential Tower, where you find out more about yourself the more you climb. Not because there's anything special about it, it just takes so long to get to the top, you actually have time to think about these things. This is the town of Enderai, Spawn City's attempt to populate a desert. So when they first came here, they found a village that was absolutely terribly built. So they decided to fix it up and give it a fortifying wall. Well, story time over. And now it's time for comments of the episode. Comment number 1. Love the builds, hope to see more. Jalmo6640. Thank you. I'm actually having a heap of fun building for this series, even if some of the builds do get quite frustrating at times. Next comment. I love your personality that you put into the video, especially the bloopers. Keep up the good work. Thorn Wayne. Woo! Thank you very much. There's always some weird random thing that ends up happening that makes for a really good bloopers reel. Although I've only actually started including it more recently. Well, that's the episode. Bye-bye. Next time on rebuilding my first Minecraft world, my attempt at Co-Star's Bridge, Etho's River, and something else I found on the internet. This video brought to you by these memes.